Hello, welcome back to Basic Crochet. We are working out of the Crochet Stitch Bible by Betty Barton. And the first basic stitch that she has in her book is called the chain stitch. The abbreviation for chain stitch is going to be CH or lowercase ch, and the symbol is going to be a little circle. The nice thing about this book is you can always refer back to this book when you are reading the instructions to make something. That's why it's so important. Because if you don't really know what you're doing, you are not going to understand any of this mumbo jumbo, which the mumbo jumbo is actually the instructions to make this beautiful scarf. So let's get right to it. A chain stitch. Dun dun dun. My earlier video I showed you how to make a slip knot. So we want space inside the slip knot there. And we're going to hold back our end piece away from our work. Going to take the longer piece. We are going to go around the hook, nice and loose. This is a hobby, not a job. And go through the slip knot. That is one chain. We just made one chain. And then we're going to go around our hook, pull it through, leaving a space. That's two chains. Around our hook, pull it through, leaving a space. That's three chains. We just chained 3 times. Another thing you need to get used to as a beginner is ripping your work. Rip, rip, rip. It's very important to know how to rip and be okay with ripping, because we have to fix mistakes. And in order to do that, we have to rip our work. Now, if you are getting this around here nice and tight like this and you're having to pull and shove, you're doing it wrong. That is not okay. You have to have some space in your slip knot, and it has to slide easy. So go around your hook, pull it through nice and easy, leaving some space. That's one chain. Round your hook, pull it through, leaving some space. That's 2 chains. Round the hook, pull it through, leaving yourself some space. Around the hook, pull it through, leaving yourself some space. Now this is really important to just practice. If you can do 20 of these and then rip it out. I know, it's so much work. Oh my God, you did all that work. But you have to get comfortable with doing that work and ripping your work, because sometimes we make mistakes and we got to rip it all out. My family just cringes when I rip half a blanket. They just, oh, that work. But there was a mistake in the middle of the blanket, so you have to rip it. So you can YouTube how to hold your string. There's so many channels that show you how to hold this string. This is how I hold it. I like using my pinchers. They seem to help. So around the hook, pinch that knot and just slide it through, leaving yourself some space. Around the hook, just slide it through, leaving yourself space. Around the hook, slide it through, leaving yourself space. Go ahead and practice that and just keep going. Do like 20 of them. Rip them out all the way down to your slip knot. And then try again until you become really comfortable with how you're holding your string. That's the point. You've got to be comfortable. And so you just got to keep figuring out. I always say if I could just buy chained material and then work my work, it'd be awesome. Because then you wouldn't have to make them so right. Keep practicing. You're doing great. Subscribe. We're moving on.